Oh, it's good that I upgraded my computer to play this game too. I'd be worried if I spent a bunch of money on upgrading my PC and then it took, 10 or 15 minutes to launch into the game. What the fuck is happening right now? My task manager says it's using like 20% of the CPU and it's using like 2 gigs of memory so far on this screen. Yeah, they were worried that the update would break the game. I guess they didn't even need the update to break the game. What the shit is this? Oh! We're in. We did it. Please, game. I only want to shoot. Can I go in a menu? Or are we gonna look at this screen for 10 minutes also? Oh boy. Is there something like wrong? Right, okay. There we go. We discovered an issue with the Battlefield update. We are holding the update for now. We don't anticipate a long delay, and we'll be back with more news tomorrow or as soon as we have it. Well, hopefully the delay isn't as long as the delay it takes to fucking start the game. Okay, we're in. Something really quick, which was probably going to break something else, but... All right, that should be better. For some reason, pressed up again. The fuck? Okay. Yeah, for some reason when this game is like putting a huge lag on my audio, even though my CPU isn't being fully used. Yeah, how's my voice? Is my voice crusty right now or is it okay? Alt-tabbing really puts a lot of stress on my i7, my brand new CPU. Okay, now it's good. It's gonna be, my audio is gonna be a little bit delayed. I don't know why. It was fine. It's fine before I launched the game, and if I alt-tab and reset my mini host, it's fine, but then as soon as I alt-tab back into the game, it like adds a second or two of delay, so whatever. Let's start with Conquest. I'm not a fan of Conquest so far in this. I might need to turn the volume down a bit. Probably not a good time to alt-tab, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, well, there's like a fucking 2-second delay now. What the shit is up with this game right now? I didn't have this many problems with it when I played it last week. Yeah, we'll do a couple Conquest matches and see how that goes. So far, I'm not a big fan of Conquest on the maps they have for this game. I think Breakthrough is a little bit more fun. Even though I don't like the real fake walls they put up on the map, but holy hell. All right, we're approaching minute 18 of the stream and we have not fired a bullet yet. We are anticipating delays, but we do not expect them to be long. Man, that's just not a good sign to me. That like the day before they're supposed to launch a big update, they are fucking delaying it. But I guess we'll see. I've heard, so the map that they're releasing two major things. One is like the final single player story. Okay, we are playing the game. Can you guys believe it? One of the first things is like the first single player story, or the last single player story, I should say, my bad. And then which is like the German tank company one. How's the volume? The volume looks okay. Okay, well, I shouldn't have looked over at OBS. Oh wow. Wait, why did I get a ribbon just now? Okay. So they're adding the last single player campaign, and then they're also adding a new map called Panzer Strike, I think.
We're losing objective Charlie.
Uh-oh. And the Panzer Strike map is like a tank focused map, which sounds cool, but I'm kind of concerned about it. I've heard some really bad things about it from people who have played it. Mainly the fact that so it's a tank focused map, and like there are a bunch of tank spawns, which is cool. I think that's a cool thing. But apparently the problem with it is that it's just a big open flat field, and it's not very interesting from a gameplay perspective, which isn't that surprising to me given how many maps in the game right now are like big open fields. Oh, this is bad news. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see.
Calm, I'll fix you.
I like the idea of a big tank map, but they have to be able to like execute it well. And you know, there's been some issues with execution on some of the maps that are in the game currently, so. Oh. Guess I'm on fire now. Like this map, see, here's my problem with this game, is it's so nice. They did a really good job with a lot of aspects of it, and looks very beautiful, and like it plays pretty well, but man, I just should shut up and not criticize the game while I play it. I should just focus on playing. But like this map, the fact that you basically can't walk out of this giant dome thing without just being fucking obliterated is bad map design to me. Like there should be more buildings and like cover and shit like that. Instead, you just have these big open fields that you have to run out into. Oh boy. So it begins. I think I'm just spoiled by playing so much Battlefield 4, and even 1 I feel like had a lot better map design. It was funny, I was looking at a post today on Reddit that was talking about the new update that is now delayed. This was before it was delayed, but there are a lot of people that were like, there are a lot of people that are convinced that this game is like the perfect Battlefield game, and that the only reason like anything bad was cool sandbags. Anything bad ever was said about it was because of the initial like launch shit, which I agree that their like marketing and their PR when this game launched was really bad. But there were people posting like every complaint about the game is illegitimate. Like maybe they were trolling, but like there's so many things about this game that like just right away are like not that are problems. Like the tracer thing is one of the biggest things to me. Like, look at this. Every single bullet from every single gun shoots a fucking laser beam. And it's like, it kind of defeats the purpose of all the new tactical stuff and new movement and emphasis on squad play, in my opinion, because you don't even have to like see where someone is. You can just look at where their laser beams are coming from. Can I get in here and save this guy? I'm fucking dead. I'd say another problem I have is with suppression and how they changed that. Like that firefight right there was a very good example. Even though I did like 90% of the health to that, damage to that guy, and I shot him first and he wasn't even facing me. In earlier games, like, suppression affected your aiming, whether you were getting shot out far away, but if you were getting hit, it definitely messed up your aiming. The fact that that guy was able to turn around and headshot me is an issue. And also, so because of the tracers, I just shot that guy, but everyone who saw me shoot from over here knows my position, and I'm just gonna, like, that makes sense because I shot towards that guy, but the first shot was kind of like, here I go complaining again. And I don't think anybody really wants to hear someone complain about this game constantly, so let's talk about nice things about this game. It looks really good. This is a bad place to be, especially since I'm a medic. I don't know why I came over here. Yo, what's up, Muncho? Can you not? Also, hey, base. Oh, here I go dying. How many bullets does it take? I need that ammo. When everything's like working and cool in this game, though, it is pretty awesome. And I'm dead. Did you buy this space? Oh boy. The audio delay right now is pretty. Let me see how that is. I don't think it will. Yeah, doing the origin access thing is probably a good way of doing it. All right, let's see if my audio doesn't fuck up. Man, I don't know what the fuck it is with this game. I'm not even using CPU for encoding right now. I'm using my graphics card. And, every time I alt tab back into the game, it adds like 2 or 3 seconds delay to my audio. Whatever. How does the stream look? Does it look okay? Haha, yes, very good. Man, this suppression changes. I'd say if I had the biggest issues that I think could be fixed easily are their changes to suppression and cool fucking shit. The suppression and the tracers. If I could just pick two things to change, it would be to make suppression like it was in the older games.
Attention, we have lost objective box.
Because there's like no point at even shooting at people from far away unless you are 100% positive in your accuracy. Like, I'm shooting at this guy, which is just a terrible idea.
Almost won this. Don't let up now.
Oh, look, a sniper. Oh no, look, another one. Oh boy.
Chucking a bomb! I'll patch ya.
Objective box is ours.
Yeah, the visuals in this game are amazing. And I gotta say the sound design is really good too, especially with the 3D audio. Like if you're watching this with headphones, it's really good. Oh boy. So if you don't play Battlefield a lot and you don't know what suppression is, basically in Battlefield games, if you get shot at and it passes very close to you, like close enough that you're hearing the bullet crack by your head, oh, risky revive. Thank you, fellow. Did we win or lose? Oh, we won. How about that? So suppression basically, if you're getting shot at and bullets are like cracking by your head, there's a visual and audio suppression, and this game still has that. So like the screen will like blur a little bit, and you'll like your sound will get like a little filtered out and like blurry. I guess sound doesn't get blurry, but that's the best way to describe it for me. But the other thing in all the other Battlefield games is that, well, yeah, I think one was the same way too, is that suppression not only was a visual and audio thing, but if you were being suppressed and you shot, your aim, there would be more variance to your aim. So like, even if you were shooting directly at your target, there would be a little bit more bullet spread if you were being suppressed, which I don't know about you, but to me, especially if you're like getting hit by bullets, that makes a lot of sense. Like if I'm aiming down a gun and someone's shooting a machine gun at me and bullets are flying all over me, my heart rate's going to go up. I'm going to be like, holy fuck, I can't shoot straight, basically. And I don't know, that seems to make a lot of sense to me. Especially like, so if I'm like playing as medic or whatever, like I was earlier, and I put like 4 bullets into someone at close range, like in Battlefield 4, if you're hitting someone, they get like majorly staggered. Like their shots go all over the place. And I think that makes a lot of sense. I think it makes it more, even though maybe it's not as purely balanced, I think it makes perfect sense that if you're getting shot, that your bullets are going to spread a bit more, because that way people who are the first into a firefight and who engage first and who hit first actually get some sort of oh, he was already dead. Actually get some sort of like benefit, you know what I mean? All right, looks like we're going to camp out the artillery here. Looks like we're gonna get sniped here. Man, I love stationary weapons in Battlefield. Oh, there are people here?
We are losing objective data.
That was close. Where's my healing station? I've heard a lot of people complain about this map because of the fact that the Germans start with all the objectives already, and I totally understand that to an extent. But I also have no problem with that because there are a lot of really good Battlefield maps that did exactly the same thing.
Halfway to victory.
But I think with the ticket count in this one, I could understand why people maybe don't like it. Plus, it's like I'm on the winning side right now, so. Come on, let the planes out. Damn, the AA in this sucks. Like, they're just gonna go repair. Or maybe not. Man, I want to go back on that artillery gun, but that guy took it from me. I guess they're taking C? Where's C? Whatever.
Attention, objective Caesar has been lost.
They should have at least 1 point. Give me through there. I'm gonna get sniped. I can already feel it. Can I build more? I mean, this isn't gonna help very much, but whatever, I guess. Is that a dead guy?
Lost soldiers.
Yes, we lost F too.
No, we have lost objective Dora.
Oh, there goes D. Kind of weird that I can't aim all the way over there, but
They are taking the upper hand.
all right. I guess I gotta go do something useful.
Objective Dora.
Verteidigt das Ziel!
Okay. I don't know this map very well still. I've only played it a couple of times, so. Oops. I'm a good driver.
Ich habe eine Handgranate für Sie.
Ooh, that was a nice shot. Oh, see, even though they took all those points, it doesn't even matter because it's 420 versus 99 right now. And my entire squad is snipers. See, okay, so like things like this are what I'm gonna cite as a good example of balance issues with this game.
Objective Anton has now been lost.
Yo, can any of the like 3 snipers on my team please help me here? I'm just gonna die. Oh, they ran him over. Let's see, what gun did this guy have? Like where with the scope? Maybe? Man, I don't like these optics at all. Oh. Oh no. But yeah, the fact that my entire squad, like, let's see how many people are actually, like, medic on our team. I see 1 medic.
We have taken objective Caesar.
Everyone else looks like they are support or recon or assault. So, like, 1 medic. 1, 2. The other team has 2 medics. This is something that I think in Battlefield 4, they solved with having the cross-class weapons. So like the fact that every class could use DMRs, carbines, and shotguns, means that that covers short, medium, and long range, basically. So it doesn't matter what map you're on if you want to play a certain class. Like this map forces a lot of long-range encounters, right? So, let's say I want to be medic, but I want to be viable at long range. Well, in other Battlefield games, I have the option of equipping a DMR with optics that make sense for long or medium-range encounters. And I can play medic and support my team and be viable. In this, there's no option for that. I have to, if I play medic, that means I have an SMG. And that's all I'm gonna have, and that means that in a map like this, I'm pretty useless in a lot of encounters. You know what I mean? The fact that assault is now a ranged, a long range option, more so than medic is, long or medium range, I think is bad. I just think it's a strange design decision in general. Because again, I mean, I don't have to, it's not like I'm making stuff up. You can look at the scoreboard and see that like no one is playing medic. Which, if their intent was to make the classes feel distinct and useful, they're kind of doing the opposite, you know? Like, medic isn't useful on this map because you can't kill anything. I mean, you can, you just have to stick to those few areas where it makes sense.
Deponiere Sprengladung.
Oops, did I do that? Don't you do that?
Dora is now our soldiers.
Oh. Looks like we won again. I just think that maybe the current designers for this game didn't understand why some of the stuff from the previous games existed. Like the cross-class weapons were to help balance. And from a lot of what I've seen people say is they took those kinds of weapons out because it was too hard to balance it. And now it isn't balance, you know what I mean? And I guess it's not a problem if you love just playing as Assault. You know, I wish I could play as a medic with the gun that I'm using right now, because it seems like it would make a lot of sense. And, you know, medics in other Battlefield games. So Battlefield 4 is a weird one because, well, 3 and 4, the medic was the Assault class. The medic was like the mid-range encounter. They didn't have Assault didn't really have the anti-vehicle capabilities that they had in Battlefield 1 and now in 5. Like that's like a relatively new thing, I guess. Should we try this thing out? No, let's stick with what we got, I guess. Instead, in Battlefield 4 and 3, you had the engineer class, and the engineer class, you know, was almost like what the medic is in this, because they had the PDWs, so like they had the SMGs, but of course most engineers rolled with like DMRs or carbines or stuff like that, because while the PDWs were good on certain maps, like there are a lot of times when you don't want a fast close fire weapon, you know what I mean? Especially if you're anti-tank. Alright, I'm gonna be quiet here and try and focus. And I'm dead. Was I the first person to die? What was that? A lot of bad guys here. Enemy bad guy spotted. Oh, there's a vehicle. What'd it do, Wesley? Ooh. Oh, okay. They got me. Oh. Well, thank you, friend. Boy, I sure could use some ammo.
Ich brauche mehr Munition. Das ist für dich. Erste Hilfe.
Yo, this guy's had a chair stuck to him. Oh, he's fine now. Well, I'm just gonna go die so I can get ammo. There we go. You can see, so already you can see on this map way more medics. And way less snipers. Which I guess maybe that's just what they want. Maybe they just want people to not play certain classes on certain maps. I always thought they wanted like more of a balance, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's try this thing. I haven't used this yet, I don't think. Looks like we're taking E. I really like this map. This is probably my favorite map in 5 so far. I just think it looks great, and I think it plays great, and it feels like an actual Battlefield map. It actually, in some ways, it kind of reminds me of, I don't know why, but in some ways it reminds me of Siege of Shanghai, even though it doesn't have like the big tall buildings that collapse and shit. I don't know what it is, but something about it is very reminiscent to me of that map. Maybe because of all the little like passageways to go different places and stuff like that. I'm not sure. Oh, this is not a... Oh, I didn't switch my weapon. That's weird. I thought I did. Huh. How about that? Am I wrong? Did I not click equip on the other screen? Could have sworn I did.
Good work. Objective Anton taken.
Where's this guy going? Okay. Alright. Thanks for the ride, pal. But I want to play the objective, so... Gonna have to go over here.
Objective Emil is lost.
Ich mach die Sprengladung scharf.
Just throw some dynamite for good measure there. Alright. Not bad.
Objective Caesar
Where is the ammo?
No, we have lost objective.
Is it out here? Strange.
Alle Sprengladungen bereit.
How about we kill both of them? Oh my fucking god. Can't kill a goddamn thing. Can I? Please? Really? Huh. How about that? How about that, huh? Oh boy. I'm gonna switch guns.
Attention, objective Caesar has been lost.
Oh, we're losing A. Did I still not switch guns, or did I? I can't tell.
Aufpassen, Ladungen sind scharf.
Oh, I didn't even see that guy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Man, I forgot it was Monday. I had work and stuff that I did earlier, but doesn't. Ah!
Platziere
Here, let me
Sprengladung.
help you out. Come on, come through the door. You can do it. Just come on through. Oh, here I go getting fucking shot. Save my friend. I can't. And I'm dead. Oh. I hope you guys are having a good Monday.
Alles klar, Dynamit bereit.
This is bad. We're in trouble. I just heard someone right here. Found him. Oh, 3D stuff? What have you been working on? Stuff for class? Or what? Alright. I can imagine if you're like a 3D artist, games like this, you probably have a lot more appreciation for just because of their like quality and level of detail and realism and stuff like that. I guess compared to like, I mean, the average audience knows it looks good, but you know how much work goes into creating even like the simplest stuff in this. Haha, I can't shoot worth shit. Where'd he go? Uh-oh. I lost him. Yeah, I can understand that part of it too. Knowing where they cut corners. Well, also these games make very heavy use of photogrammetry. I know that. So there is a great deal. That's why some of the stuff in this game looks exactly the same as like BF1. Is just because of the fact that they're using like they're photo scanning or buying photo scan libraries of real things, which I think is great. I think if you're making a game and the art style is photorealistic, like it would be kind of silly not to do that. You know what I mean? Like the technology is so good now compared to what it used to be.
Taking objective Amiens.
I think photogrammetry is really cool, just as a technology. I just saw a guy on the other side of that wall. They're like gonna come in right here. Fuck.
Bin getroffen. Brauche Sanitäter!
I'm gonna shoot my own teammates here for a second.
Aufpassen, Ladung und den Schacht!
I don't know why we're fighting these guys right here. We should take D. You know, to be honest, I've watched the RTX demos and stuff too. And if I could afford it, I'd probably get an RTX 2080 Ti. I think it's very subtle, but I think it makes a huge difference, especially in motion. I don't think screenshots really do it justice, but in motion, not only that, but like, here's the thing. The RTX cards get a lot of flack, and rightfully so. They cost a shit ton. I get that part of it. But the thing is there are a bunch of, and they aren't as big of a jump as like the 980 Ti was to the 1080 Ti. But here's the thing. There's a lot of other technology on the RTX cards that isn't as heavily advertised. So another big thing is the deep learning super sampling, which is a new anti-aliasing method where basically if you're playing at 4K, what it does is it renders in 1440p and then it uses an AI chip on the card to do the anti-aliasing, and performance-wise, it's way better, and it looks way better than like temporal anti-aliasing or even MSAA. Like, whoa, where did he come from? But this deep learning super sampling is like really good. It's something like a 50%, 25 to 50% performance increase, at least in the demos they've showed. Of course, it's one of those things that has to be implemented by developers, so that takes time. The other big thing, which isn't much of a deal unless you're a streamer, is that their new cards have a dedicated encoding chip. For fucking sake. They have a dedicated encoding chip that you can use NVENC now, but we'll just have the game totally freeze. Did I drop frames? What the fuck was that? Yeah, temporal anti-aliasing is ugly. So the other thing is there's a new NV encoder chip that is basically on par with X264 without having the high bitrate overhead like it has now. Like, you basically, if you are streaming and you use GPU encoding, you basically have to use double the bitrate to get the same quality, or even close to the same quality. I don't know what the fuck I just did there. So the new RTX cards have an encoder chip that basically gets you the same performance as CPU encoding, or the same quality as CPU encoding, with a minimal performance impact. And that's another good reason for those cards. The thing is like, I don't even have a 4K TV. I don't have a 4K TV. I have a 1440p monitor, and like, I'm playing and streaming this with the NVIDIA encoding. Like, I'm playing this on a 980 Ti. I'm like 2 generations old, and I don't know about you, but to me this looks great, and it plays just fine. So I don't really feel the need to upgrade just yet. But when I do upgrade, it'll probably be to a 2080 Ti when it's a little bit cheaper. But by then, like, it's gonna have a lot more support and shit, and it's gonna probably be, probably actually be worth it at that point. I'm actually doing not too bad in this round, I guess. 14 and 9. I mean, I'm not godlike 35 and 7 or whatever. I'm guessing that guy's just posting out somewhere with his
Be aware, we have lost objective Dora.
Is that a vehicle right here? Sure is. Let's see if I can take him out. Is this outside the map? Whoa, only 4 seconds? What the fuck is that?
We have lost objective Bertha, soldiers.
Oh, cool. Ah, yes, the support with the shotgun. I'm sure they will give more support with the ray tracing stuff. As far as what I know, a lot of the RTX framework, like they did the hardware for it, but a lot of it really comes from implementations in DirectX that Microsoft did. So I'm sure NVIDIA is going to spend time optimizing that and having their own implementations. I'm not sure what optics is. AI noise filter, huh?
We have taken objective Dora.
Man, I wish the bullets did more damage in this. I wonder when they're gonna have hardcore. If they don't, I don't think they do already, at least. Man, because I'd love to play this hardcore. I think I'd enjoy this game a lot more. Okay. Did he see me?
Dynamit bereit.
For real? For real? Alright, I guess I'll just take your tank.
We've taken objective Anton.
Oh, I guess I gave it back to him. Oh, sorry, I didn't see what you said.
We have almost won this. Don't let up.
Okay, optics is for artistic engines is a polish pass. Okay.
Attention, we have lost objective Dora.
Interesting. The noise, like that farty noise, is a rocket. Wow. That's interesting, though. So it's more like for actual, like, CG artists instead of game art or game rendering. Is that something that's like on their supported on their Quadro cards, or is it just like a software implementation? If that's the noise you were talking about, yeah, that's a rocket. Let me just hurt myself here really quick. Dude, I just came in through there. man. Oh, okay. It's all their so they're. I'm guessing they're more recent GPUs support it. Ooh.
Beware, we have lost objective Anton. We're done. We have taken objective Caesar.
Are you serious right now? What the fuck was that? I shot the guy in the goddamn head, too. I've heard SolidWorks is really good for modeling stuff, for industrial modeling and stuff like that.
Attention, we are losing objective Caesar.
What is Arnold? I don't know what Arnold is. Arnold! Get to the chopper! You fuck. Oh, solid angle.
We have lost objective Caesar.
Oh, we won, but they have full majority. That feels good. Not too bad. I'm gonna be right back really quick while this next round loads. Give me 1 second, sorry. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, Arnold is another ray tracing engine made by Solid Angle. It's one of the major render engines right now that gets used for movies and some games CGI. This game actually uses it for the cutscenes. Oh, that's cool. So here's the thing I'm wondering is, to me, I feel like some sort of real-time ray tracing implementation whoa, excuse me, like, has to be something for next-gen consoles, even though I don't think it I don't think it will be, because the RTX cards and technology are so new. But like, I don't, if you're talking about an Xbox 2 and PlayStation 5 or whatever you want to call them, I don't see how. What class am I right now? I'm medic. Did I pick medic? Wow, I'm like fucking Rambo. So like, that's the thing, is like, where do you go from like the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X if it's not implementing features like ray tracing and stuff like that? I mean, are you just gonna say, oh yeah, well they're still high resolution and they have a slightly better frame rate? Like, I don't think people are gonna buy that justification for upgrading to a whole new console generation. I feel like the new stuff is gonna have to have some sort of, you know, they always have some sort of wow factor whenever there's a new console generation. Hello. Wow, I'm just fucking slaughtering this round, huh?
Objective Charlie has been lost.
Well, that's the thing. Oh, right in the head. Neither the Xbox or the PS4 use NVIDIA chipsets, right? They both don't they both use AMD? What does the PS4 use? I don't even know. Do they use a custom chip? I know the Switch is uses an NVIDIA chipset, even though it's like a mobile one. Hello. Alright, top of the scoreboard. Under the floorboards with Harrison Ford. Yeah, Tegra X1 is what the Switch uses. The Tegra chips are great for mobile chips. I mean, they've been around for a while. That's kind of what surprised me, is I think the Switch maybe was in R&D hell for a little bit, because the X2 came out like right around when the Switch was announced. And it was like, oh wow, you didn't implement like the better chipset? Although granted, I don't think there's a massive difference between the X1 and 2. I'm dead. I mean, that's what I'd like to see out of next-gen consoles, because again, like with the PS4 Pro, and so, like I have a base PS4, and I don't ever plan on getting a Pro. Because again, I don't have a 4K TV. I like the idea of HDR, which I might at some point, you know, if I were to get a new TV, it would be for HDR, not for higher resolution. But that's just kind of me. I mean, eventually at some point I'll get there, but I'm one of those people where it's like, yeah, man, 1080, it looks fine. Especially when you're sitting across the room. All right, chum. All right, chum. Can I get through this? Nope. Anybody got some dynamite? Maybe?
Take it! First aid!
Ooh, shot from behind, huh? But yeah, I don't see, like, for me, I don't see the point in getting the Pro. As long as they never do the whole, like, DSi thing where it's like, oh yeah, you can only play some games on a PS Pro. Like, I'll probably never get one. Because I'm expecting, like, the base model of the PS5 or whatever it's gonna be is gonna be a 4K capable system. That's what I'm worried about, is that the next generation of consoles are just gonna be like the upgraded version of the current gen. And I'm dead. Ooh, that was lucky.
Here's some first aid.
That's what I call cover. I didn't mean to shoot that there, but...
Done. We have taken objective easy.
Fuck off. And I'm dead.
We are losing objective dog.
2400p on a laptop? The Surface Pro seemed like nice laptops. My laptop, okay, get this. My laptop is a Lenovo gaming laptop from shit. I want to say it's almost 4 or 5 years old now. It has dual GPUs. My laptop actually has a slot that you can slide. Yo, what's up, Dead? My laptop actually has a slot that you can like there are two different models when you buy it. One comes with a second GPU, so it runs an SLI, and then the other version of it comes with a normal optical drive, like a DVD writer. And basically you can like pull on a tab and pull out the second GPU and swap it for the disk drive whenever you want if you have both of them. So my laptop for the time was a really fucking beefy laptop. I mean, granted the screen resolution was low. It's something weird like 1320 by 768 or whatever. But it was like dual 860Ms, I think, or 870Ms, I want to say. It can run, like, I can play Battlefield 4 in 60 FPS if everything's on around, like, medium. Granted, it is like a 4 or 5 year old laptop. And it's not crazy big and heavy. It's not like a crazy Alienware massive laptop, but it is still pretty inconvenient. In terms of like a portable PC, if you even want to call it that.
Gotcha, chum.
But yeah, performance wise, it's like really good. Oh yeah, you're a VIP. It's just because you're cool and you come here a lot. I guess other channels, you know, you're only supposed to give them out to like special people, but you're all special to me. So basically, if you've been in the channel and chatted at all, I have enough VIPs from like one time I got hosted that I can give out pretty much one to everyone who's regularly shows up. So it basically just means that you don't have to worry about filters, like bot filters. Like if you wanted to post links, you can post links and shit like that. It's basically mod privileges without being an actual mod. I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, there go my frames. Just realized that guy was there. Right in the cock. And I'm dead. Yeah, dude, you guys are cool. I've been thinking about getting a new laptop, but there's not really much point because I don't travel as much as I used to for work. And, like the Switch is better for mobile gaming for me. The Switch, or even I have, an Android handheld, like gaming handheld that's meant for like using with emulators and stuff. It's called a GPD XD. And even that thing is really good. Just as a handheld gaming device.
Staff, objective dog is ours now.
Yeah, it's been a while. I finished my master's a few years ago, so.
We've now lost objective A.
Whoa, I just like went flying. So it's been a while since I've been in school either. But yeah, I bought that laptop for when I went back to college. Because at the time I definitely needed one. And I wanted it to play games, man. My laptop can handle pretty much most like classic games that I'd want to play portably, if that makes sense. Why didn't that guy even try and shoot me? It's only like crazy performance intensive AAA titles that I can't really do. But for the most part right now, my laptop, in my bedroom, I have like this old ass projector. It's like a 720p projector. But in my bedroom, I just use the projector instead of a TV, and I have my laptop hooked up as like the media center basically. So I watch stuff on Netflix. Oh. I'll just like pop Netflix on, or YouTube or stuff like that, or watch Twitch. I hear people. I don't see people. Where are they at? Lone wolf in it. Here I go. fuck off. Oh man. I'm not a big Apple or Mac fan, to be honest. I liked the iPhone until Android devices got better, which was probably after the iPhone 3S, I'd say. But yeah, my laptop basically stays like permanently plugged in and closed on my nightstand.
Soldier.
And I just like use a wireless mouse and keyboard in bed. Y'all don't go dying here. Oh, check this out. I'm so cool. I'm not gonna get sniped or anything. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man, I never had an iPad or iPod. I had a creative jukebox. I had a couple different creative jukeboxes. I had the first one, and then I had the Nomad Zen. And those shits were cool for the time.
Bugger.
Well done. We have taken objective Able.
How did that guy fucking kill me? How did that happen? I threw a grenade at him. I put so many bullets into him. Oh man, that's a big fucking change. Flip phone to a 6S. My first, okay, so my first phone I got, I think it was either 8th grade or freshman in high school. And it was like one of the Nokia brick phones that had Snake on it. I don't remember. Oh my god. I don't remember. All right, I guess I'll just die. I don't remember the actual model name of it. And then I had that one for a while, and I had like a sick like clear plastic, you know, like the Nintendo like controllers, like the clear plastic Nintendo controllers. I had like a sick clear plastic keypad set and like a shell for my phone. I had a Razer at one point too. And then my first smartphone, so this was back when
I'll treat you, pal.
smartphones were a very different thing. My first smartphone was a Samsung Blackjack 2, which ran Windows Mobile.
Straight out.
And holy shit, that was a different time period. That was before the iPhone existed. The iPhone came out like my freshman year of college, the first iPhone. And it was such a, it was such a major change in technology for the time period. I did not ever have an Android phone when they had the Edgy Droid branding. My first Android phone was,
This'll fix you.
oh, what was it? I want to say it was like a Galaxy Note 2 or something like that.
Got you, chum.
I had an iPhone. I went from I had my Blackjack 2. I'm stuck now. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. All right, now I'm totally not gonna get out of here. Just kill me. Thank you. So I think I went from the Samsung Blackjack 2. I think I went to an iPhone 3G. I know I had two iPhones. I had an iPhone 3G and an iPhone 4. And then from that, I think I went to the Galaxy Note. It might have been a Note 3. I don't really remember. I have a bunch of my old phones just sitting here. I have a Note 3, a Note 4. Are you fucking for real with that shit? It just feels really unrealistic to me that I just put 4 bullets into a guy and he like doesn't even move. When you play Battlefield 4, if you shoot someone, like they stagger and they stumble.
First aid for you.
Anyways, So the
I'll
The,
treat you,
um,
pal.
right now I have a Moto something, Motorola X something. I don't fucking know. It's all right. It was just cheap because my Note 4 started having a lot of problems, and I actually liked. I think the Note 3 was a better designed phone than the Note 4, and I have a bunch of tablets too. My first tablet that I got was, holy shit, a long time ago when iPads were still dominant and like Android tablets were barely a thing. I had like an Asus Transformer T1000 or some fucking shit. It had a weird ass name. Yo. Okay.
We have now taken objective Baker.
Man, the N-Gage, I wanted one of those too. You know what I really wanted? A lot of my friends had fucking Sidekicks. And the Sidekick was a cool fucking phone. But back then it was limited to T-Mobile, and my parents were on Singular, and then they were on AT&T. So I couldn't get,
Lobbing grenade.
so I couldn't get a, motherfuck. Yeah, the Sidekick was a sick phone, man. 2000 to 2005, the Sidekick was rad. Because it was like a one of the earlier, like, I guess, hybrids between, like, it was almost a smartphone, but not quite. But because it had its own environment that was so, I guess, I would say rich. I swear to God, if this guy fucking kills me, I'm gonna lose my shit. You fucking chungus.
We now have control of objective Able.
NZXT. Oh, like
Attention, we
like
have
PC
lost
parts?
objective Easy.
How about that situational awareness, buddy? Dude, those old car phones, I remember when before they were cell phones and they were called car phones. And like they were gnarly. And I remember, so when I was a kid, so my dad worked in like the tech industry. He had a company that made like PCI, SCSI, and IDE interfaces at different times, like through the 80s and 90s. And so he did a lot of business in Japan, just because a lot of his clients were there. And as a kid, when I was pretty young, I got to go to Japan in like 1996 or 97. And I remember that was before like cell phones were still very prevalent in the US. Like there were car phones and shit like that, but like nothing actually I'd call portable. And then when I went to Japan in like 96 or 97, that was when like they had all the StarTAC phones that were coming out, because like, you know, Japan has always had like a very tight infrastructure when it comes to like internet and phones and shit like that, because it's a smaller country and it's probably a lot easier for them to manage that kind of infrastructure. And I remember thinking like, there's no way these are phones, because they were like the size of like a Motorola well, maybe not a Razr, but they were super tiny back then. And I was like, there's no way that these are phones. And I kept on asking my dad, I was like, why can I have one of these phones? And he was like, no. And I was like, why the fuck not, man? I didn't say that when I was like, how old was I? Probably 12 or something like that. I was just like, I didn't understand why I couldn't. My mouse just cut out. Something the fuck just happened. That was weird. Did I drop frames just then? My mouse like totally stopped responding. Cool PC. Yeah, the phones, when I went there, I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. Also, when I was a kid, so here, I know a lot of people especially people who were born around the same time I was. I froze for like 10 seconds. Holy shit. Yeah, the game kept playing, like my character just kept running forward, like I was holding W and like but I couldn't move the mouse. And also wow, I didn't even get that kill, huh? And I saw OBS froze, but like nothing was working. It was weird. But so when I went to Japan in 90, it must have been 97, because the PlayStation was like brand new. And I remember like getting really upset because I really wanted to buy the Japanese version of Final Fantasy VII, because I had read about it in magazines as a kid and I knew it was coming out, and I had already bought like a strategy guide for it. It wasn't the Prima guide. It was made by some other like off-brand company, and it had like the correct or incorrect translations, like for Aerith and stuff like that instead of Eris. And so I remember like reading through that strategy guide a bunch and being like, holy shit, I really want this game when it comes out. And I knew I didn't have a PlayStation, and I knew it wasn't coming out in the US for like another 8 months. But when I went to Japan, I was like begging my mom and dad to buy it for me, and my dad was like, you can't even play this, you don't have this, and it'll be in Japanese anyways. And I remember like throwing a temper tantrum because of that, because I was a dumb fucking kid. And then eventually Final Fantasy VII did come out, but then I ended up playing it on PC, the Windows version instead of the PlayStation version with the shitty music. Good times. Man, I love that game. I want to stream Final Fantasy VII at some point, but I'm also really hesitant to, just because it's such a long game. All right. I still have a couple of like original Game Boy games from Japan from when I went on that trip there. There were a couple of things my parents did let me get. Yeah, I wish, to be honest, I haven't been to Japan. I've traveled a lot, more as an adult, but I haven't been back to Japan, and I would like to go at some point because it is legitimately a really cool country. At least it was when I went. Oh man, FF6 I never finished. That's kind of an embarrassing thing to admit, but when I played it as a kid, I got really bored of it about halfway through, and I never finished it. I love like Chrono Trigger. I love like Secret of Mana and Secret of Evermore and stuff like that, but FF6 I don't think I've ever actually beaten. So maybe I should stream that instead. That's kind of blasphemous, huh? FF7 and 9 were kind of my jam. And actually Final Fantasy 1 also. I played on NES at my friend's house quite a bit. Alright, that was a match. Base, are you in the game? Are you in this game? I also should stream at some point. There's a really cool mod for Final Fantasy V, I think it is. That makes it like a roguelike, where it's just random maps and you get random chests and random party members, and you have to go through like 100, you have to survive 100 floors, and the enemies get progressively harder and stuff like that. Okay, no, you're not in the game, or you're not. This does nothing for me. Oh, you're setting it up. Oh, how'd your PC upgrade go, by the way? You did that, right? That happened? Ooh, what is this? Can I didn't click spawn, you fuck.
Capture and hold the objectives, as many as possible, soldiers.
It went smoothly? That's good to hear. This map looks hazier than normally. I guess that's them weather effects. Oh, by the way, I should mention, I don't know what time it is right now. It's 7 o'clock. Will someone let me know if Vinny's chat opens up? I don't know when or if he's streaming today.
We have now taken
Yeah, let me try
objective
inviting
Bravo.
you. Of course, no invite to game. How about now? I don't have an option. Oh, I don't know why. I must have fucked up some setting or something. Because every time I start
Objective 10
Origin, it starts me in invisible mode. Which I do not want it to do that. And oh, haha, that was empty and the bad guy was right there.
enemies have enough objectives to sway this fight. Take them back immediately.
I'd love to, so what I was saying, yeah, dude, the friend settings and inviting in Origin is atrocious. Okay, I still have this gun, I guess. Nice. Yeah, I'd love to, if I ever get a chance, I'd like to visit Japan again. Because it is a cool, it's just cool culture shock. You know, if you're from the US, it's just such a different, That was so satisfying. Yeah, it's cool. I'm trying to think. I've been to some other interesting countries. Oh my god, look at all these fucking snipers. I can't even do anything. Hoo doggy. Oh, thanks for the revive. Watch me get fucking shot as soon as I get up. I've been to a few other countries. Like, I've been to some places in Europe, and I've been to Israel and Jordan were really cool. Although, I mean, it was a time of conflict when I went to those places. But I think the conflict there is even worse than it was back in the late 90s when I went. Ha ha ha! I don't know what the fuck just happened there. Good thing I, you know, didn't have my automatic weapon. Where else? I've been all over the US, cause look, fucking snipers. I'm gonna switch guns. This one wasn't too bad. Maybe I can put a sight on it. Why not? But yeah, traveling can be hard sometimes too, just depending on life. It was easier when my parents would just take me places as a kid. You fuck.
We have taken objective Emil.
Wait, I saw you in my squad for a second and now you're gone. Did you get, like, switched to the other team? No, you're still on my team. You just left my squad, dog. Oh, man. Wow, this sight is fucking terrible for this gun.
Attention, we are losing objective data.
But yeah, if you have this game or if you have Battlefield 5, I'm gonna go back to medic. Or if you have Battlefield 5 or 4 or 1, feel free to add me on Origin. It's just Large Sphinx. I think Great Sphinx was taken, and I think it was by an old account of mine that I forgot I had. Piss off. Why did I was holding down the trigger that entire time. Okay, I'll join. I'll leave the squad I'm in and join yours. Just make sure that this squad isn't locked. Otherwise, we won't get more people. How does this run for you on your computer, by the way? Okay, never mind. I think it's because earlier my weird trigger thing that happened. How'd everyone die up here? Don't shoot at me. Oh, that was some bullshit. I was saying something and I don't remember what I was saying now. Probably talking about some sort of bullshit. Hello, bad guys, it's me. Haha. Oh boy. Battlefield chat is going nuts. Oh, I was saying you can add me. And I was saying that I don't even know why. Look at, we have 2 tanks sitting in our spawn right now. Let's have some fun, shall we? Can I, No, don't take my vehicle. I'm trying to hitch. No. No. Yes. There we go. Yes, just drive, friend. We're gonna take the gun to the front lines. Sorry, base. Looks like we're leaving without you. Oh boy, what's going on here?
We have now taken objective Bertha.
Nice. Oh boy.
Bin getroffen. Brauche Sanität.
Be aware that we have lost objective Friedrich.
I thought that was bad guy, but it was base guy.
Attention, objective Bertha has been lost.
Alright. We got it. We got this. No problem.
Objective Friedrich is ours.
Ich habe eine Handgranate für Sie.
Nice. Oh boy.
We are losing objective Friedrich. Be alert.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about this game right now.
We have now taken objective Dora.
It's very fun when it works. I mean, it works most of the time. It's pretty put together well, but fuck if the balance and weird design decisions don't piss me off.
Be aware that we are losing.
And the only reason I get pissed off is because I love Battlefield. Like, haha. Oh, he got me. Good. It's one of my favorite series of first-person shooters. It's probably my favorite, by far my favorite series, in terms of like if you factor in time played and stuff like that.
We have taken objective Anton.
Is there just some asshole prone in the field here? Yep.
We can still turn this around. Attention, objective Friedrich has been lost.
I don't know if anybody knows, but can anybody tell me on the mini map what the difference between like the normal like blue dots for players and then they turn into blue circles, and sometimes there are red diamonds, but sometimes they're just red dots? Does that have to do with like spotting enemies or like having them in your field of view, or like they're shooting or something? I don't really understand what the mini map icons all mean. I'm gonna get shot, even though I'm like very covered right here. I can already feel it. Yeah.
Stay alert, objective Cäsar is lost.
That was lucky. We should have died.
Ich lass dich nicht sterben.
Wow, getting lucky with the kills.
Feindlichen Panzerwagen gesichtet.
We have lost objective Anton.
Granate!
Good job, objective Cäsar.
Yeah, that could have gone worse.
Halt still, das haben wir gleich.
Be warned, objective Emil has been lost.
Okay.
We have lost control of objective Bertha.
Oh boy. I don't know if I'm gonna do another match after this. I guess we'll see. I have some other stuff I wanted to play. But I don't know. Base did just get in here. I feel kind of bad. The trial thing is what? Like just 10 hours of gameplay? Like as long as you're in the game, it's counting down or what?
Attention, objective Dora is now lost.
I know there's bad guys in here. Hello, bad guys. It's me, your friend. I got you. Poor guy. Yeah, I'd, to be honest, I'd wait to buy the full version of this game. I mean, historically with Battlefield games, it's always been a thing where it's like, the game kind of sucks on launch, and then gets a lot better, like a year later. That's kind of like how every Battlefield game has been. And they give them away for like super cheap a lot of the time too. Like Battlefield 1 just not that long ago was like, where did that come from?
We have lost objective Friedrich soldiers.
Oh, that's base. Did you get him? That was bullshit. Fuck off.
Objective Emil is now ours.
What, Dragon, are you talking about how Battlefield 1 I think is worth it for full price? I mean, maybe not. I don't know. You gotta keep in mind, I'm coming from the perspective of someone who's bought every Battlefield since 3 and bought the like premium edition that comes with all the DLC or whatever it is, or the season pass. And this is the first game without that shit, so but yeah, Dice's PR, are you talking about how they're delaying the patch literally like one day before they're supposed to release it? Like, haha, nice Panzerfaust. I mean, see, here's the thing. Like, I have over 400 confirmed kills. What the fuck was that? I have over like 400 hours in. Dude, what? I have over 400 hours in every Battlefield game, including 1. 1 I played a lot more than I thought I would. But the thing I liked about 1 was that it was such a big shakeup to the formula that like it was hard for me to what the fuck are okay. It was hard for me to complain about it. This game doesn't take as many risks as BF1 did. BF1 with the specialty classes, the dreadnoughts, were both, I think, great ideas. The weapon variants I hated. I think the setting and just the overall feeling of Battlefield 1 was good. On launch, I don't think it was worth full price. But like the fact that they've had multiple sales where you can get it for like $5 or $10. Battlefield 1 changed way more than I think a lot of people think. And this game to me, even though it's totally different, still feels a lot closer to Battlefield 1 than it does to like Battlefield 4 or 2 or Bad Company or any of those ones. I think a lot of that is just the modern setting, the difference between the modern setting and the historical setting, I guess I should say. Yo, commander mode is sweet, dude. That's not a gimmick. Commander mode was legit as fuck, and I wish they hadn't gotten rid of it. I wish they had expanded. See, that's the thing, is like, DICE tries new things, and then they're like, okay, well, that was a nice attempt, and then they back away from it, and they don't, like, refine it at all. Like, commander mode is something that I think it could have been really cool in this game. I think the specialized classes could have been cool in this game, just if they worked a little bit different. I like the behemoths. I think the behemoths were cool, even though they fucking made the games whack a lot of times, because people, it would either totally through the match, or it was just people would farm kills with them. You know what I mean? This game doesn't take enough risks, in my opinion. And all the things that they did make major changes to, I think were very superficial. Oh, that's a tank. Yeah, I think that the Collins being squad leaders, like, I think that could have been a commander thing. I think there could have been stuff like dropping deploy points and stuff like that. Dropping, like, this, what the fuck is even the point of the supply drop in this? Like, I feel like you have to be really situationally unaware to, like, go into areas in this game and have no ammo and be like, wow, a supply drop would be the most a beneficial way for me to restock my squad now, instead of just rebuilding one of the points. Like, you have to be either in a really weird part of the map or like something like that. Like, I just don't get the purpose of the supply drops and shit like that.
Ganz ruhig. Das wird schon wieder.
There's just a lot of stuff that feels like afterthoughts in this game.
Objective Emil. Good job. Objective
Ich flieg dich wieder zusammen.
I mean, I'm not doing terribly. That's good. I just miss... I mean, I think Battlefield 4 is the peak of the series still. And I know that's heavily subjective. I mean, it obviously wasn't when it came out. Hey, I'm stuck. That's fucking cool.
Ich bin für dich da. Ich bin bei dir, Soldat.
I think modern combat is... I think a big part of it is just because it's modern combat and they can do whatever they want. Although I think they could have been more creative in this. Oh, is that really how far my grenade went?
We have now taken objective Bertha.
You know, I think a lot of people will say that one of the pros of this game is to, is that it eliminates a lot of like the lone wolfing and stuff like that. But as someone who, that's kind of the play style that I enjoy, I think it's oh my god, I can't fucking hit shit. I think it's a little bit of a bummer that you can't really lone wolf as much in this game as older ones. I think that, to me, that feels like the game design was focused around making normally very strong classes intentionally weaker so that they couldn't play the game the same way. And I'd say like a lot of the classes and like loadouts that I used in like Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1 were far from the norm, and that's what I kicked ass with. Like Battlefield 1, my main gun was a sniper rifle with iron sights because I liked playing like mid-range sniper. That was weird. I liked just like, I didn't like camping and like using a scope and sitting across the map. I liked pushing objectives in Battlefield 1, but using, you know, a rifle that I both liked and disliked the sweet spot system that they used in Battlefield 1. Oh, Dax is in here now. Well, we got 2 mods in here. Wow, Dragon, it's too bad you don't have the PC version. Otherwise, you could join us here. But yeah, I just I feel like the sweet spot system that they had for Battlefield 1 was actually pretty cool because of it made sense within the size of the maps and kind of the scope of the game. And I feel like it makes sense in this one, honest, but people would probably just say that scouts are even more bullshit. If that were the case. Can I have a new gun, please? This bullshit. Man, I don't need carrying. You saw me last match. I did fine. I hate this map.
Ready, Sergeant.
Yeah, I liked the sweet spot sniping. I didn't play that much hardline. I played the beta, and I don't think I actually bought it. I remember playing the beta a lot though, and like I think the concept was cool, and they introduced a lot of interesting ideas in hardline. But of course, hardline wasn't a dice game, like at least a normal dice game, and which is why it was so different. Which, like, I can appreciate that.
We have taken objective easy.
That's more first aid.
We now control enough objectives to sway the outcome of this battle.
All right, here we go, dying. That was sick. Did you see how I got a shot and a headshot and didn't kill that guy? Man, I really hope hardcore comes out soon.
I'm fucking dying here, medic.
Yeah, I've talked about this a lot. Like, all classes should have shotguns and DMRs. And then have their own specialized weapons. It's like in Battlefield 4 how the default
Now taken objective Baker.
weapon set... Fuck. The default weapon set for the engineer is PDWs. But most engineers didn't actually use PDWs. They used fucking DMRs, shotguns, and carbines because they're way more powerful.
Fucking a bomb. Calm. I'll fix you.
All right.
I'll sort you, pal. Hold still. I got you.
I gotta say, I do like the medic reviving in 5. I like playing medic in 5 a lot.
Charlie has been lost.
That wasn't too bad for my first life. As a medic, nonetheless. Oh, thank you. Boy, I sure could use some, like, fucking grenades and shit right now.
Need more ammo, soldier.
We have lost objective dog.
Gazoo.
You just go in this box really quick.
We have an issue over there.
You know, one thing that I miss from Battlefield 1 a lot is the sliding. I like the crouch run a lot, but I miss the sliding. Can I fucking kill these people? Jesus Christ. I gotta say, I am getting more used to this game. That wasn't a kill? You fucking... I am getting more used to this game, but I still have a lot of issues with it. I need that ammo. Man, who plays single player in a Battlefield game? That's my question.
We no longer have control of objective George. We have taken objective Able.
For real?
Attention, we have lost objective Easy.
I always thought Battlefield... I played the...
Round in this battle. Take control of the objectives.
I played single player in Battlefield 3. I think that's the only Battlefield game recently. I think I started the single player. I think I started the single player of Battlefield 4. And then I never finished it because I was like, this fucking sucks. Give me... Why? Oh, they're right there. Oh, I'm talking about like the last few generations. I don't even count Bad Company when I'm talking about Battlefield most of the time anymore because it's so old.
Bomb going out!
Objective Fox has now been lost.
Yeah, a decade's a long time. I'd be down to replay Bad Company at some point, maybe.
Charlie is ours.
I also had some issues with I don't think Bad Company the Bad Company games were as good as 3 was. I know that's controversial.
George is now ours.
Maybe, I don't know. I think too many people stroke Bad Company's dick. I mean, it was a huge change from Battlefield 2, and for the best. It was like the precursor to what Battlefield 3 was gonna be. But
Yep. First aid for
yeah. Yeah, 3 is fucking amazing. I tried playing 3 recently, but I guess the copy of 3 I have on this account is like a bootleg Russian key, and I can't play in English, and I get insta-kicked from servers when I join. So I think I have to, if I want to play 3 ever again, I have to buy a new copy of it. 4 I could play forever, though. Yo, I was staring right at that guy and I didn't kill him. Boy, good thing these frag grenades do so much damage. Oh, they changed well, yeah, I mean, there's an engine update was between Bad Company and 3. A major engine update.
Good work. Objective Fox is now ours.
Am I gonna do any streaming with Smash? I'll probably play it on stream. I don't know how much I'll play it. I'm gonna crucify myself here and say that I've never been big into Smash. The Smash game that I played the most of was Smash on N64, the original one. Because I never had a GameCube. I had the Wii one, but I didn't play that much of the Wii one. Which one was the Wii one? Brawl? Or was that Melee? I think it's gonna be, I have zero hype for the game, nor do I have any investment in
Charlie has lost.
like what's being revealed in characters and shit like that, but I am excited to play it because they are fun games. The one on Wii U, Smash 4 or whatever it was called, I did play a decent amount and it was a lot of fun. My biggest problem with the game was that the fucking online was atrocious. And as someone at the time who... Nice. At the time, when Smash 4 came out, I was like in college, for the third time or whatever, and I didn't have a lot of like people in real life that I could play video games with. Like I had to play with friends online mostly, and the online was really bad. Yeah, I'm not much of a console gamer either, Grim. I bought the Switch for Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, and that's pretty much the majority of what I've played on it. Hey, how about them bullets not hitting anything? Fuck. Yeah, I'm not big on fighting games in general either. Like, I like Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2 a whole lot. Those I played a lot as a kid. Haha, let me just shoot you in the head and then you have your laser aim. Man, I wish they would fix suppression in this game. What a bad change. Yeah, I'll probably stream Katamari. That's one of the things I gotta look into though, is if I need to update my firmware. I gotta look at what the status of my custom firmware is right now anyways too. Because my Switch is modded. And the most recent update to the Switch did a lot of stuff to break custom firmware. And honestly, if it's between having custom firmware and playing new games that are coming out, I'd honestly probably buy another Switch and then keep one for modding and one for playing Switch games. Because the Switch is a really good portable console, and like being able to play emulators on it, you know, if Nintendo, I don't even have Nintendo's online bullshit since they introduced it. And I stopped playing my Switch a lot since they did introduce it, because what I was playing the most of up until a Nintendo Online came out was probably Mario Kart 8 Online, which was a game that I could play for years for free on both the Wii U and on the Switch, and now I have to pay for it. And I really just don't want to. And I think the whole NES thing that they did is borderline insulting. And like so out of touch it hurts. But that's just me. And again, I'm not a big console gamer. And I really love the Switch. I think it's great hardware. I just think Nintendo makes really poor business decisions sometimes. So I have RetroArch on my Switch right now. I don't have custom firmware to like pirate games or anything. Like I have no problem buying a game. But what I do have a problem with is like them offering these weak ass incentives. Like I don't get Nintendo, like there has to be, they've been told probably millions of times by Nintendo of America, like, yo, we just have to make like Netflix for Nintendo games and people will pay fucking $15 a month for it. Just give them a selection of Nintendo, SNES, N64, and GBA games, and people would lose their fucking shit. And then add like DS and GameCube games over time, and people would fucking go nuts. You could probably charge fucking $25 a month for that, and people would still pay for it. Because people are that fucking balls nuts crazy about Nintendo games. But nah, instead you can... that was a good hit. Yeah, they could... They're just so stingy with their properties, man. And it's like, okay, well then I'm just gonna pirate them. I don't even consider emulating SNES games pirating at this point anymore, because Nintendo has been so bad about like making them available for such a long time. that I'm just like, as far as I'm concerned, they aren't available. So, you know, unless it's an emulator. And,
Taken objective Charlie, soldiers.
I mean, and I've paid fucking ridiculous amount. Like, I paid, I think, $9 for, like, Mario RPG on Wii U or something, like, ridiculous like that. Just because I wanted to play the game and play it officially and not be a scumbag, even though I had played it many times before. But, you know, it baffles me that on the last 2 generation consoles have more access to Nintendo games than the current one does. It's just a major oversight or undersight or whatever the fuck you want to call it, in my opinion. And Nintendo should feel bad and be embarrassed of themselves. But yeah, so RetroArch on my Switch is fucking awesome. Let me just say. I can't play on 64 games. I guess someone needs to come up with a dynamic recompiler for 64-bit ARM for the Switch for N64 to be playable. Like, you can try it as proof of concept. It runs at like 15 FPS. But like PlayStation 1 games run pretty great.
Be still. I've got you.
The fuck was that? PlayStation 1 games run pretty well right now, with some minor audio glitches. Anything 16-bit or earlier is perfect. But yeah, the screen. No, you can't run Dolphin on RetroArch. There's a port of Dolphin that's. Oh, fuck off. That's being worked on for worked on for ARM, but I don't think the Switch is going to be able to run it, to be honest, because remember, Dolphin is a full emulator, and even though like there are GameCube games, quote unquote, on Switch, like they're ported to run natively, and like Dolphin isn't running games natively. So unless there's like some crazy optimization wizardry that happens, I don't think Dolphin on Switch is ever going to happen. But I'm perfectly content with being able to play up to like N64 and PS1 and stuff like that. It would be cool if Dreamcast emulation was a thing. I could see Dreamcast emulation being doable on the Switch. Oh, cool. Is this only a one-person fighter? Because right now there's Dreamcast emulation on Android. And on my GPD XD, some games actually run great and at 60 frames per second. But they do have major, like, graphical glitches and stuff like that, so obviously there's still work to be done. Yeah, I was downloading some Dreamcast games the other day to play on stream. I think what I'm doing, for what my plan right now is for a lot of older consoles and shit like that, is I'm downloading games that, or getting ROMs of games that I owned as a kid, even though they aren't like my favorite games or the best games or anything like that. But I think those would make for interesting streams. That's actually what I was planning on streaming after Battlefield 5, but I don't know if I'll have time before Vinny starts, was Genesis games. Fuck off. Fuck off with that tank shit. That was a good spawn. But yeah, I had Game Boy, Genesis, and Dreamcast, basically, until I was an adult. And then as an adult, I basically bought everything that I could for consoles for a while. But more and more recently, the last few generations, it's like you're basically buying like console ports on PC and PC ports on console. So it really kind of has become a thing where it's like, if there's a PC version, I'm always going to buy the PC version.
Calm, I'll fix you. Here for you.
Nice. Ah, thank you, sir. Well, that was fun.
Attention, we are losing objective easy.
I'm not number one. It feels good to be near the top of the scoreboard again, though. Because when I first was getting the hang of this, I was doing so poorly, like every round. To the point where I felt embarrassed to play this game. Especially with how much better I was at Battlefield 3 or 4, whatever that game's called. Damn it. You can't get on top of the bridge from on the bridge, but you can get on top of it if you jump out of a plane. I'm pretty sure. Thank you for the revive. Hey, we won too. Look at that. 28 and 10. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's see what the next map is. I think this might be it for BF5 for tonight. Surprising 2.5 hours and I didn't want to just fucking blow my brains out and quit the game like I did last time I played this. And we earned some stuff, I guess, whatever all this bullshit is. I got a couple pairs of pants or something and a shovel. Those are the kind of quality unlocks I look for in my Battlefield game, is pants and fucking shovels. Let's see, we're doing Figel. Yeah, let's fucking do it. I guess. Because otherwise, like, it's almost 8 o'clock now. Vinny's probably starting... I shouldn't have clicked that. Yeah, but... Vinny's having... All right, crust. Crust returns. All right, we're good. This game does not like being alt-tabbed. Yeah, it was because I alt-tabbed. Yeah, if I like switch to Genesis games right now, which is what I was planning on doing afterwards, then I'd probably end up playing like 1 or 2 games for 10 minutes before having to go do moderator stuff. Oh boy. There are a lot of bad guys here. Bummer. It is nice playing with a squad of, like, even though we're not talking over voice chat, which we could probably do next time maybe we play this. We can all get in Discord or something. Then we'd have, like, strategy.
I'll see to you.
But, like, having at least 2 of the 3 other squad members be people you know who are, like, trying to play the same objective as you and, like, do well helps. All right.
Take control of the enemy objectives. They're taking the upper hand in this battle.
All right, looks like everyone's going to E. I should not have been looking at my mini-map just then. You got drilling too, huh? Poor base. I guess we'll just choke out. We'll just choke each other out. Hello. What the fuck was that? Why didn't I throw my grenade? I pressed G to... Okay, I guess I threw it. I don't know if you saw that weird animation glitch. I pressed G to throw it, and then I immediately hit my right mouse button, and my left mouse button to start shooting. And like, I just got stuck in the grenade throw animation. That was really weird. That's a decoy. Is it?
Beware, we have lost objective Able. Objective Dog is ours now, soldiers.
See, the Zerg Rush, this is why I think there's more in common with Battlefield 1 than the other games, is because of this right here. Battlefield 1 was very big on the whole, like, Zerg Rush, and everybody's running around in a circle, capping objectives, pushing points. This is, unless you're playing, like, Operation Locker or some shit, this is not common in Battlefield 3 or 4 at all, where like half of your team is all running to one objective from another. Like, it just doesn't happen. The map design, the game design, there's like so much that prevents that kind of situation from arising. And granted, I guess you could say Fjell is basically the meat grinder map of Battlefield 5 so far. Alright, hold on, I gotta save people.
Gotcha, chum.
Well done, we have taken objective Charlie.
I'm going to A. Lone Wolf. Where'd he go? Oh! Thank you, base. You saved my ass.
Throwing grenade.
Where'd my grenade go? Oh, there it is. I hate that these fucking... Like, why can't I get up here?
Here's some first aid.
Oh, not on the point.
Get patched up, soldier. First aid, soldier.
We have now taken the objective Baker. Good, we've taken
Nice. All right, we have B. Oh, we have A, B, and C. C's being taken right now, so we should probably go back to C.
Attention, we have lost objective Charlie.
Why am I stuck? Why do I have my hammer out? Why is the console open? We're fucked. Shit's fucked. Wow, that was a clusterfuck and a half.
I got you, chum. Hold still. I got you.
Man, low time to kill my fucking balls.
Pal.
I guess it's only low time to kill if you don't play as a medic.
Grenade out. Gotcha, mate.
Uh-huh. He got me. Who the fuck is this 19 and 5 motherfucker? Where are you? Alright, let's go get D. This'll be real smart. We'll try and push B from D. I mean D from B.
Grenade thrown.
What the fuck is that, man? Oh boy. I just love getting killed like that. Or like that. You know, where I'm behind the cover of smoke and I run out and I just get shot. Those are my favorite kills. Those are my Battlefield moments. Only in Battlefield. Sorry, do I sound salty? It's because I am. Not gonna lie. Why do they even bother giving you suppression assist? It's not like suppression does anything.
We have taken objective easy. Good job.
There. More first aid.
Well, we better follow the Zerg to D, otherwise we won't get our objective points. And we'll get punished for lone wolfing.
Shot for him.
Halfway there.
It's a bad idea. Yo, what's up, base?
Lost objective Charlie.
You can't kill me with my own shots like in Battlefield 4. Okay. That's enough time in the fucking AA. Kept wanting to say mobile artillery.
Taken objective dog.
First aid for you.
See, that's an example of what I don't like about the tracers. The fact that I saw that guy shoot it, like a guy I had no visual contact with whatsoever who was shooting at one of my teammates. The fact that he, like, I knew his position just because of where his laser beams were coming from.
We've lost objective Able. We have lost objective easy. We have taken objective Baker.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. And my mouse again, and I dropped frames. I crusted up. I wonder if that was like another 10-second crust. I don't know what's happening. I wonder if this has to do with my USB drivers for my audio device or something. Nice. I think it might just be this game. I'm not even using my CPU for rendering though. OBS is using like 2% of my CPU. And Fucking full crust, man. Really quick, and let me move my task manager over to a window where I can see it. And go off. Skip. It's just this fucking game is a crusty shithole. It's a beautiful crusty shithole, but
Soldiers, we have taken objective Able.
right now the game is using 66% of my CPU. OBS is using 3%, and Mini-Host Modular is using 1.7%. So I'm only using 75% of my CPU right now. And then suddenly everything on my computer just stops working. Surprisingly, oh, Chungus, you fuckhole. Chungo McFucko. Alright. I like that this guy's name, his squad is Meat. Or his, whatever you call it. His clan. Part of the Meat clan. Man, now I want pizza. Talking about crust? What kind of pizza should I get?
Hold still. I got you.
Let me just light on fire. I wish you could kill people with your hammer. Like that you build with. Whoa, my mouse sensitivity just went to shit. What is going on? Look, my vertical and my horizontal are totally fucked right now. What the fuck? Whoa, okay, it fixed itself. Cool fucking game. Yes, save me, friend. You're good. Okay, it's after I revive, my fucking shit's getting fucked. Oh, I just took that one in the ass, huh? Meat lovers sounds good. Pepperoni and mushroom sounds good too. I got a few different choices. Like there's a good local place near me that does some pretty good pizzas, and they have like a really good garlic chicken pizza and a really good Meat lovers. But I also have like California Pizza Kitchen near me, which is like more expensive pizza, but they have like some really fucking bomb shit. Like Jamaican jerk pizza I usually get there. I get fucking, they have this tostada pizza that's really good. The tostada the tostada people. The tostada pizza, I think most people would think is probably pretty weird. Because it's basically like a salad pizza. It's like chicken, cheese, like Mexican cheese, beans on the pizza. And then,
Yeah, I'll fix you.
and then there's like it's like shredded lettuce, tortillas, salsa, and it's like ranch kind of. It's like a crema kind of sauce, like drizzled on it. And the tostada pizza is good as fuck. It sounds weird because it's like salad on a pizza, but yeah, I love the dialogue in this game. Like the like banter between squads and stuff like that. But it doesn't have the iconic line, I'm getting my shit pushed in over here. Hello. Yeah, the Jamaican jerk pizza is good as fuck. California Pizza Kitchen's expensive though. It's like $15 for a pretty small pizza. But they're really good and they're really high quality. So I could go for that. The other place for $15 I can get a big ass. The other place I can just get a big ass. Yeah, local places are fucking bomb usually. What is this?
We have lost objective Able.
What was that that just happened there? That was weird. Hello. Hey, look, I have the UI bug from the fucking beta. That's fucking weird. Or no, my UI is just extremely delayed. Weird shit, man. What's going on here? Oh man, now that I even mentioned California Pizza Kitchen though, the thought of that Jamaican jerk pizza sounds so good. So I might go for that. Although I am bummed because one of my favorite things on their menu they took off. It was like these roasted shishito peppers. If you've never had shishito peppers, they look kind of like small jalapenos. But only like 1 in 10 peppers is spicy. Usually they're really mild and it's really fucking good. They're really great. And they cook them in like soy sauce and garlic. Oh fuck. Yeah, dude, I shouldn't have started talking about food. Now I'm getting hungry as fuck.
Grenade going out! Take it! First aid!
Bummer. Good spawn.
I'll get you patched.
I'll get you patched. You know what needs to get patched? This fucking game! Did we win? Hey, look at that. Every game was a victory tonight. I think. I don't even remember. You got the I think it was just the server lagging out. Because Dax said they had the same problem. Oh, Little Caesars is fucking brutal. It's good, but it's also fucking oof. Yeah, okay, so I think we're done. Donezo with Battlefield 5 for tonight. Fuck. This is real. Oh boy. All right. Thank you very much to both Bass Clef and Dax for playing with me. That was actually a lot of fun. Oh. Excuse me. Let me take another 15 minutes to quit out of the game here really quick because, you know, it wouldn't be Battlefield without that feature. And then I think what I'm going to do is I am going to take a quick BRB. Can I? No, I want to leave forever. Let me have... Yeah, let's just Alt F4 this bitch. Is that what I sounded like? Let me check something really quick. Fuck this game. It's fun, but it sucks dick. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night for tonight, I think, because I see Vinny in his chat right now, which usually is a sign that he's starting soon. And I'm gonna have some dinner. Gotta order some dinner. If you're around, I might stream if I'm in the mood for it. I might stream after Vinny streams, which I know is always a little bit of a questionable thing because most people are asleep then, but we'll see. In terms of things, let me go ahead and throw this B up here. In terms of other things I have going on right now, I still want to do more VR stuff on stream. I have to, yeah, like at 5 a.m. Yeah, well, just, you can wake up to it. It'll be good. There's still some other stuff. So VR stuff, I've only done one VR stream and it was like all Beat Saber. And there's a lot of other stuff. I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm going to do a full playthrough, but I spent a bunch of time modding Skyrim VR to get it to a point where it was like playable and looked good and felt good. And Skyrim VR is a little bit of a trip, so that could be fun. But I don't think I'd stream the whole game because I've played through that whole game a bunch. But I think seeing some VR crust in Skyrim could be fun. And there's some other games too that I want to do. I think a lot of what I've been hesitant about is just the audio setup for VR. The headset, like microphone in the fucking Vive sucks. And some games I can play kind of in a way where I'm standing near my normal mic. Other games I can't, and I don't really have a headset, so I just end up screaming at the microphone from across the room, which isn't quite as fun. So there's that. I got Genesis games I want to play. I got Dreamcast games I want to play, like just stuff from my childhood kind of stuff. I got to finish Castlevania Symphony of the Night here soon because we're getting pretty close to the end of that. We have most of the inverted castle explored, so maybe that'll be something I play tomorrow. And what else we got? I mean, Katamari and Smash are coming out. I don't know how much I'm going to be playing those. Katamari is probably something I could beat in one stream. But yeah, so there's a lot on the plate, and I've got plenty of weird DOS shit. If you were here for my last weird DOS stream, there was a game I played called Rollman, which was like a weird RPG that I played Final Fantasy music over. And I went back to that game and I found out there's a lot more to it than I thought. I played it for like maybe like 16 minutes or something like that. It turns out the whole game's like 45 minutes long, and I think I should give it another fair shake. I was able to find the version with like the real music that was included with it, and it's fucking god awful. So yeah, I think that might be something worth checking out too. Anyways, Vinny's chat's open, so I'll see you guys over there. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for watching some good old shoot with me.